Hello, everyone. Today we're going to do a book talk on a series called Pete the Cat. And we're going to look at 3 books today just so that you can kind of get an idea of what these books are about. This is one of my favorite series. The first book from the Pete the Cat series is Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Well, after a day of surf, sun, and tons of fun, Gus, Alligator, and Toad join Pete at his house for a sleepover. And it's all fun and games until the lights go out for bedtime. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. And good night, Pete. Clap, clap, clap. Toad doesn't want to sleep. He wants to clap. So, another round of good nights and the lights go out again. Rat-a-tat-tat. Gus wants to jam. Then, munch, munch, munch. Alligator is hungry. What can Pete do to get a little sleep? Maybe his favorite bedtime story can help out. And even though Pete is very frustrated with his noisy friends, he never shows his feelings. In this story, I really like the use of words like cool cat, groovy, far out, and game. This story also reminds me of when I was a little girl and I used to play with my friends all day and invite them over for a sleepover, and we would spend the whole night having fun. But when it was time to go to sleep, there was always somebody who either wanted to clap, jam, or they were just hungry. The next story that we're going to look at from the Pete the Cat series is Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Well, this is a story about Pete the Cat and his favorite shirt. The one with the 4 totally groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. But when one falls off, did Pete cry? Goodness no. He just keeps on singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pete moves from his cozy chair to a skateboard to the street outside, then to a surfboard on top of an old-style Volkswagen Beetle. And in each spot, for no reason at all, one button pops off. And every time the author asks, did Pete cry? And answers, goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. My 2 groovy buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Well, at the end, Pete has lost all his buttons. What will he do now? How can he continue his song? Well, Pete finds a button that doesn't come and go. His belly button. That song that Pete sings in this story reminds me of a song I used to sing as a child called Red Rover. It was a game where one team would hold arms and hold hands, and they would call out to the other team, Red Rover, send someone right over. And they would send a team member over and they would have to try to run and break through our arms or hands. That's why I really like reading that book. The last book from the Pete the Cat series that I want to talk about today is Pete the Cat and his magic sunglasses. Well, this story is about Pete the Cat and his magic sunglasses. The cool blue magic sunglasses. Well, one day Pete wakes up feeling grumpy, that is, and he goes out and he sees Grumpy Toad. Well, Grumpy Toad has some cool blue magic sunglasses, and he asks Pete the Cat to try them on. Well, when Pete put the glasses on, he says, the birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right. Well, Pete is feeling so good that as he's continuing his day, he decides to help out some of his friends, like Squirrel, who's mad, or Turtle, who's frustrated, or even Alligator, who's sad. And he helps them by allowing each one of them to wear his cool blue magic sunglasses that make you see things in a whole new way. However, at the end of the story, something happens. Pete the Cat falls off his skateboard. And what happens next? Those cool blue magic sunglasses crack. What will Pete the Cat do without his cool blue magic sunglasses? Will he become grumpy again? Well, maybe Wise Old Owl has the answer to that. Reading this story reminds me of the days when I felt down and I put on my sunglasses to hide my feelings. But somehow those sunglasses always manage to make me feel better. Maybe I have my own pair of cool blue magic sunglasses.